Etsy sellers, welcome back to my channel. It's 2026 and I know that I don't talk about Etsy ads enough. I know there's other people on YouTube that talk about Etsy ads, and there's some things I need to say. I need to drop a few knowledge bombs for you guys so you know exactly where you stand with Etsy ads. Stick with me for the next few minutes. I promise the information I'm going to give you today in this video you've never heard before. And we're going to start with probably the biggest bomb of them all. And this is something that lots of new sellers do when they're trying to work out what sells and what doesn't sell. Listen to this. So number one, I was about to write with the lid not off. Number one, with Etsy ads, you can't test products, okay? You can't test products with Etsy ads, right? You can't throw money at a product, but loads of sellers do this when they're new. They'll load a few products and then they'll say, right, I'm gonna put some Etsy ads budget in, advertise a product, see if it sells, and then if it sells then through ads, then I know it's going to work organically. And I hear loads of people on YouTube saying, test products with Etsy ads. It doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? And this is the bit that they don't tell you. The ads algorithm focuses on clicks, right? And you might say, well, yeah, Nick, that's the whole point. No, it takes your budget in a pyramid. So if you've got $10 a day, right, and there's one product that it finds to be selling, or not even selling, just getting clicks, it will just push the budget in there. It will just push the budget in there to that product or couple of products, meaning all your other products don't get any attention. They don't get any budget because ads just pushes straight to the product that gets clicks. It doesn't matter if it sells or not. I must be clear, it does not matter if it sells or not. Etsy just wants the clicks because that makes Etsy money. And you have to remember, customers click for many reasons, not just to buy. They'll click out of curiosity. They'll click to favorite something. They'll click to send to somebody else because it's silly, funny, an in-joke or whatever. There's so many reasons why you'll get a click. And Etsy doesn't care. So even though it may appear that that's a good idea, it focuses on sales. No, it just drags the budget to one or two products that sell and leaves all the other products dry. They don't get budget. You'll never know if they're going to sell or not because Etsy's job is to spend your ad budget as fast as humanly possible. Have you noticed that? When you use ads, how quickly your budget goes and how it just tends to go in very small product areas, leaving everything else. It's because Etsy's got to spend your budget as fast as possible. So number one, you can't test products. It won't work. Try it. Don't take my word for it. Try it and see what happens. You won't get exposure. And normally, not always, but if you're new and growing, even the products that get the clicks, you won't make profit from ads. It'll be break even or you'll lose money. I'm going to get to when you should be using ads in a few minutes. So this is the first thing. You can't test. And I know I'm the only person saying this. And again, try it. Try it and see what happens. Okay, that's the first thing. Really, really important. And I know that's the first time it's ever been mentioned on YouTube. No one's ever said that before. Next thing, okay? So, who should be using Etsy ads? Very, very simple rule. First of all, I would say 90% of you, no. 90% of you just shouldn't be using Etsy ads, period. There's one rule that I say to everyone I speak to when they ask me about Etsy ads, one rule to qualify whether you should be using Etsy ads. And this is it. if you are making multiple daily sales, okay? Multiple daily sales. So 3+ sales, multiple. If you're making 3 sales or more a day, yes, you can use it and it will have a far higher chance of working for you. Why? Why is this the case? So if you're not making multiple sales a day, if you're making a sale every 2 days or 3 days or sort of 1 sale a day or every other day, do not use Etsy ads. You will be lighting your money as on my thumbnail and just burning it, and it will be drifting away in the breeze. When you've got multiple organic sales, you have consistent customer proof every day that they like your stuff and want to buy it. So Etsy knows, think about it, Etsy knows you have organic proof. They know your stuff is good. They know it's selling. You're making 3 sales, 5 sales, 7, 10 sales a day. So when you then go to ads, right, your stuff is far more likely to sell because Etsy has already shown you organically that this stuff sells. I know this is common sense, but so many people don't do this. They'll just throw money at ads straight away. You'll lose the money. If you're a new store or you're growing and you don't really have many sales, try it. Put $20 a day or $10 a day into ads. Run it for a week. I guarantee you'll just lose your money. Because this is how it works. You've got to go organic first. Get the proof. It's just like opening a shop, isn't it? You've got to get proof the stuff sells before you let more people in to spend money with ads, spend their money on your advertised stuff in your store. Right? Same thing. Get organic proof first. Absolutely critical. 90% of you shouldn't be using ads at all, because you'll just lose money. Okay, here's the next bombshell. This is a big bombshell, and one that I don't see anyone mentioning whatsoever. Honestly, it's because they don't know. It's because they don't know this. And I had someone say to me in the comments a week or 2 ago, they said, Nick, why are you saying these other YouTubers don't know? You know, that's not fair. And I say this to you all. I pick up the pieces, literally people crying in my discovery calls and consultations because they spent $5,000, $10,000 directly with people on YouTube who don't know what they're talking about, who've ruined their Etsy businesses and then come to me because they can't find a way out and they've wasted all that money. So with the experience I've got and trying to help people and protect people, I will say it. They don't know what they're talking about because I deal with picking up the pieces every day, every week, and I have done for the last 10 years doing this job. So here's the next bombshell, right? Critical to understand. Okay, you've got an organic algorithm, okay? And you've got an ads algorithm. They are 2 separate algorithms. This is another tactic that Etsy sellers do that never ever works. This is what some of you guys think. You think, right, I've got this product here, right? It's in my shop organically, but do you know what? I'm gonna promote it in Etsy ads as well, spend some money here, and then that, if it sells, is going to raise my visibility here, and I'm going to start to make sales here because I'm advertising it. And if I get advertising sales, well, that means my visibility goes up. No. This is not true. Test it. I've tested all this stuff over and over and over again. If you make sales in the ads algorithm, yes, the ad algorithm will boost the visibility to spend more money on the ad side, but it doesn't mean you get fuel to visibility over here. No chance. You don't get that. As soon as you switch off the advertising budget over here, the visibility is dead here, the sales are dead here, nothing happens here. Just like when you put the money in. It doesn't change anything organically. So the ads algorithm and the organic algorithm do not cross-populate. They don't influence each other either way. Okay, it doesn't work like that. They're two separate algorithms and they run separately inside Etsy. This is another very, very common mistake that Etsy sellers make and think that they can influence organic sales from ads. It doesn't work. Right, next one. This is, two more things that I want to tell you, both gold, to help you with Etsy ads. Okay, and this next one, you've got to know. This is stuff you should know. And by the way, guys, tomorrow night, Thursday the 29th of January, 12 midday New York time, 5 p.m. GMT, 29th of January, Thursday, I'm doing my next YouTube live. And that's a live Q&A session, and I'm doing a free course giveaway, free 7-day trial to my academy. Please be there. The video link is in my YouTube channel. Just go and look and get ready for that, for the notification for when I go live. It's about 60 minutes long. Please be there. And especially if you want to join the academy, because I'm opening my 7-day free trial. Here's the next one with Etsy ads. So many sellers make this mistake. Big, big problem. Not enough budget for the day. This is critical, right? Whatever you're advertising, so when you're making multiple sales a day, that's the rule. You've got to be making multiple sales to use ads. When you are, you've got to make sure you've got enough budget to get through a whole day's advertising. Okay, so if you've only got $5 a day to spend on ads, which is a value that lots of sellers do, $5 a day, it's very common, right? $5, okay? If you've only got $5, but you've got 100 listings in your store, right? $5 into 100 listings, your budget is going to be gone in about 1 to 3 hours. It's just going to be gone because you've got so many listings. And you will never know when your audience that buys through ads comes online. They might not be there till the afternoon or evening. But if you've only got $5, 100 listings, you're never going to see them. And you're never going to make those sales. So this is how you solve that problem. You don't advertise 100 listings. You only advertise 10. Or 5 or 7 or whatever the number is to get you through a complete day of advertising on those listings. That's what matters. You've got to give Etsy ads breathing room to give you some information. And by having enough budget, at least there's enough to spend so you get better information. Remember what I said, Etsy just throws money at the winners, right? But if you don't even give Etsy time, you're not even going to find out what those winners are or when those customers appear to give you those winners. Most sellers have this problem. They don't have enough budget to get through the day. So if you've only got $5, just advertise a few products. You've got to work it out. You've got to play around with it, you know? Add products, take them away, test for a day, add another product, test for a day, until you get to your budget limit. That's the way to do it. Right, here's a critical piece of information now. Critical piece of information for you. The last tip that I've got for you, and this is something when sellers use ads that they want to know, and this is the information for you. What is the return that I need on my ad spend to be profitable? Now, the information I'm about to give you is good, solid, general advice. It won't be right for everyone, but it will be right for most of you, okay? So this is something called ROAS, and it means return on ad spend, okay? So if you put $1 in, right, and you get $1 out, you've got a 1-to-1 or 0 profit. You put $1 in, you get $1 out, you're not making anything. So what you want to make money and making profit is a 4-to-1 ratio. Okay, so you put $1 in, but you get $4 out. So you have a profit, if you like, of $3. Okay, cover the dollar that's spent, $3 on top. That is good for most of you. So go through your ads, or if you're planning to use them, have this metric. You've got to be bringing $4 in for the dollar spent to cover your costs, the product, all that stuff. That's the margin you need. Go and look at your ads now and see if you're making this margin, and add up your costs and see if this is working for you. If stuff isn't working in Etsy ads, you're putting $1 in and you're getting $2 out and stuff, unless you're digital. It's different if you're digital, because digital is you make something once and then it's made. The costs are far, far lower. People operate on a 2-to-1 ratio with digital all the time. And by the way, if you're a digital seller with Etsy ads, it's even harder. It's even harder to make money with Etsy ads. Overwhelmingly, most of your listings will just spend money and lose money. So be very careful when you're using digital with Etsy ads. But a 1-to-4 ratio is what you're looking for there to make money with Etsy ads. So this is the stuff that I wanted to tell you today. Let me know if this has helped you. Please tell me in the comments what your experience of Etsy ads is. How's it gone? Have you lost money? Have you made money? Has it happened in the way that I've just said? Are you making this return on advertising spent? And remember, if you want to work with me, don't wait, don't guess. The Book In Now button's coming up that takes you to a booking link to book a 1-to-1 Zoom call with me so I can help you in paid consultations, mentoring, or my academy. The live is tomorrow, 29th of January, 5 p.m. midday New York time, 12 midday New York time, 5 p.m. GMT. How I can help you in the academy, paid consultations and mentoring to build a better Etsy business. Catch you there.